Before we can begin, we should open up CorelDraw. This can be done by using the Windows search feature, or by double-clicking on its icon on the desktop. Be sure to select CorelDraw Standard and not Corel Photo Paint Standard. Once it starts to load up, you should see a screen like this. Just click on the skip button to continue. It will load up onto the upgrade page. Ignore everything on this page and head over to Get Started. From here you can see previously opened documents. You can also start a new document. You can click on the New Document button to create a new document, or if you go up to File, you can select New Document from there. There's also a New Document button just below File. Whichever you choose, you should be met with a little window like this. Here you can name your document, which I highly recommend you do, as this will make saving it in future easier. You can also set the size of your canvas in your workspace. I recommend setting this to 740mm by 440mm. This represents the rough size of the laser's bed. Once you've done all that, you'll be met with a screen similar to this. I'm going to highlight a few basic controls first. You can use the bottom and side scroll bars to scroll your workspace. You can use this drop down in the document control bar to change the zoom. You can also zoom in and out by using the scroll wheel on the mouse. And if you press the scroll wheel, you will activate pan mode. This lets you place a little hand on your document and drag it around in relation to where the hand is. There are also tools over on the toolbar that allow you to do this manually. There is the zoom tool, which lets you left and right click to zoom in and out. And if you hold left click on the zoom tool in the toolbar, you can access the pan tool, which exclusively lets you pan around the screen. Now that the basic navigation tools are out of the way, I'm going to explain what you'll see on the screen. On the left-hand side of the screen, we have the toolbar. This contains quick access to all the tools that you'll use to create and edit your designs. We have the Properties bar. This changes depending on what objects you have selected on screen. Features such as exact dimensions and exact rotation. The bulk of the screen is taken up by our workspace. This is where you will draw and edit your designs. Up near the top of the page, we have the document control bar. This has stuff such as New Document, Open, Save, Save As, Undo and Redo. At the very top of the screen, we have various options menus. These contain more advanced options for editing your design, or even let you change things about CorelDraw to suit your preferences. On the right-hand side of the screen, we have the item bar. This contains quick access to various options. Different items can be turned on and off. This allows you to quickly access certain options without having to navigate to them every time. And then on the very far right of the screen, we have the colour palette. This allows you to change the colours of various graphics. Changing colours is also vital for giving instructions to the laser cutter. Changing colours is as simple as selecting an object and left-clicking on a colour to fill it, and right-clicking on a colour to change the outline colour. We'll cover more of this in a later video. And remember, if you ever want to know what a button does, simply highlight it with your mouse. Feel free to have a look around and familiarise yourself with the layout.